Hello everyone, my name is Martin Linksfeld and welcome to the fifth lesson of the course. In this lesson, we will delve into the creation of MySQL Database Service in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, focusing on manual backups using a Terraform module alongside the deployment of WordPress CMS. We will explore how to configure a reliable backup strategy to ensure data protection and recovery for your WordPress website. First, we will create a local manual backup of our MySQL database. Then we will securely copy this backup to a remote region to set up a cross-regional backup. Finally, we'll guide you through the process of provisioning a new MySQL Database Service instance from the cross-regional backup, ensuring robust disaster recovery and business continuity across the region. Here's topology diagram of the lesson number 5. As you can see, we have now two regions. In the first region, as previously, we will deploy MySQL database system in a private subnet. In a public subnet, we will create WordPress instance, which will be exposed to public internet, and it will give you a chance to create WordPress-based website. Then, in this configuration, we will create a backup, which will be taken locally. Then we will implement the replication of that backup into another region. So we'll create a cross-regional backup. In this second region, we will have new VCN and public subnet. In this public subnet, then we will create a MySQL database system directly from this cross-regional copy, from this cross-regional backup. And now let's move to our VS Code editor just to see how it looks like in a form of the Terraform code. We are again in a code editor in VS Code. So this is the place where we have just finished lesson number 4. So let me just go to the lesson number 5. And I will run Terraform in it just to prepare the environment for our deployment. As you can see here, we are already downloading our module 4 times. So you can expect that in a code, we will reference this module 4 times as well. And I will explain it pretty quickly. So first of all, let me just go to the directory. And what we can see here, in fact, we have some significant updates in provider.tf file, right? So as you can see here, we have a definition of a provider for, let's say, general purpose, and providers for each region, right? Region number 1 through the alias, and region number 2 through this alias. Additionally, we need to populate variable named region and variable variable region 2, excuse me. So let me go directly to variables.tf file, which is here, and we have this new variable named region 2. All of that is entirely visible in our Terraform TF-vars file. So as you can see here, we need to provide region number 2 and availability domain for region 2 as well. Here is a Terraform TF-vars file, which has been prepared here. So we will deploy, the initial part of the infrastructure in Frankfurt, and the second part of the infrastructure in another region, Amsterdam, okay? The rest seems to be obvious, right? We need to create MDS instance, which is physically visible here. And we will do that in region number 1, right? And then we have an invocation of the module still to create uh, the backup, right? So that is the thing which will be necessary for our, let's say, for our lesson to be deployed, right? But first, we will create a manual backup, right? The manual backup for this first instance, which is physically in the region number 1. So there is a flag which is defined by MDS manual backup enabled flag, and this value initially is turned to false, right? So the backup won't be created for this first instance of MDS. We will change it through after first deployment, and we will make a manual backup, right? Then we will also create a cross-regional backup, right, in another region. But to make it, we need to enable yet another flag named MDS cross-regional manual backup, right? And it will change the count from 0 to 1, right? Initially, this flag is set to false, so there won't be any additional backup in another region, right? Okay, let me continue. Then we will create a clone, right? So MDS instance taken from this cross-regional backup in a second region, right? And as you can see, for our shape, we are choosing a non-free shape because we cannot create manual backups for free tier shapes of MDS, right? So this clone will be taken from the backup. Here we are defining the source, right? So this backup, which has been taken in a region, in a second region in Amsterdam, and this clone will be deployed with this flag, which should be enabled, and it will be the last step in our journey. Okay, so that is mostly all. So let me just run now Terraform apply, and we will see how many new resources will be proposed for us. 17 at the very beginning, right? So let me run yes. And the process of provisioning has started. So let me go to the console, and we will be able to verify if the database, clearly speaking, has been created. It is still in a creating stage. As you can see, we are using non-free tier shape. So right here in a backups, we will be able to create manual backup. We will not do that through the console. We'll use Terraform for that purpose. So yeah, now we need to be patient. Of course, WordPress will be created as well, like in a previous lesson. So we should expect here some instance, and this instance is on the way. So now let's pause the recording, and I will be back when Terraform will be finished. As you can see, we have deployed everything. So we have this WordPress site, which can be easily reached. So I will go there. I need to log into this website. So I will pick up this password for admin user, and I will log into that WordPress, which is there. Okay, so this is our WordPress. So let me just do some tricks. Let me just change the theme, and I will go to some posts. So I'll go here and I will quickly change the post to hello world. Here is foggykitchen.com, and I will update this post. And what I will do, I will just check how this page will look like. Okay, looks like the page is visible. Let me go to MDS. MDS is finished and ready. And as you can see, we can theoretically create our manual backup from the console perspective. But instead of creating that here, we will rather go to the Terraform code just to enable manual backup, right? So I will turn this flag to true, and it means, as I have told you, the module will now propose the change. So I will run Terraform apply again, and according to my expectations, the backup will be planned for us, right? And this is what is visible here, the backup, manual backup. Just one resource to be added. Let me type yes. And the process of creating backup has started. So let me go to the console, and here we have this manual backup, which is now ongoing, creating. So let me pause the recording for a while and see how it will look like after backup, after backup will be finished. Okay, looks like the backup is finished. So let me just go to the console. So as you can see, we have a active manual backup taken for full, right? Taken for this particular database. So we can continue the journey and we can go back to Terraform TF-vars file, and we will enable cross-regional backup, right? So I will save it and I will run Terraform apply again, and we should expect the backup to be deployed in another region. So cross-regional backup, which will be taken based on the backup in Frankfurt, as you can see here, right? Backup ID is, OCID is here, and it will be created in Amsterdam, I guess. Now it's ongoing, so let me go to another region, Amsterdam. I will go to the backups, and as you can see, in Amsterdam, we have the copy, which is ongoing, right? Copy backup, right? So we will have to wait, and let me just pause the recording for now, and I will be back soon. As you can see, the deployment of cross-regional backup is finished. So one resource added. Let me go back to the backup itself. So work request finished, copy backup finished. So now we have this backup in an Amsterdam region, and we will progress with the plan. So now we will enable the creation of the clone in Amsterdam region based on the backup we have just copied. So let me run Terraform apply again. And according to my understanding, we should have yet another resource with few other MDS resource to be created, as you can see. And this resource will be based on the source, and it will be a backup in Amsterdam. And besides of the database, MDS database, of course, module will create VCN and all the other elements in Amsterdam region just to nest this new MDS instance in Amsterdam. Okay, we are ready. So let's type yes. And the process of creation has started. So first of all, let's navigate to network just to see if the networking is there. Yep, the database will be nested in this subnet and VCN, and database itself is on the way, right? So it's created, it's in a creation process in progress. So again, I will pause the recording and I will be back when all of that will be finished. Okay, looks like the process of provisioning is finished. So let me directly go to our console. So as you can see, we are still in Amsterdam and this database is active and created directly from the backup. So it means everything has been created successfully. And of course, this is just the clone. So you can ask me, okay, does it matter in any sense? And I can tell you yes, because in the next lesson, we will do another thing on top of that, meaning we will create a channel and we will let source database in Frankfurt to be interconnected with the target database in Amsterdam, and all of the changes made in WordPress will be replicated from the source to target. And then if we want to try to build WordPress in Amsterdam, it will have all of the changes, right, from the source. But this is a story for the next lecture, for the next lesson. For now, let me stop here. Hope you feel excited about the next chapter. For now, we will run Terraform destroy just to eliminate all of the things which has been created in this lesson number 5. So yeah, I will destroy 27 resources. The process has started, so I will again pause the recording and I will be back soon. Okay, looks like Terraform destroy is finished. In fact, because I have lost the connection to the internet, I had to rerun Terraform destroy again. That's why we have just 5 resources here destroyed, but previously the rest has been destroyed by the first round of Terraform destroy. So as you can see, we have no cross-regional backup in Amsterdam. The database, the clone has been terminated as well. I'm assuming VCN has been deleted in Amsterdam as well. Let me just switch the region. And here we have a completely different VCN for different training. So this related to MDS has been eliminated. And what about database? Yeah, it has been eliminated as well. So that is the end of lesson number 5. That concludes what we were planning here. And I'm really happy to invite you to the next lesson, lesson number 6, where we will introduce the channel to interconnect source and target database in 2 different regions. That's it. Thank you. Bye for now.